The architect behind Baylor's high-powered offense is headed to Tulsa. I'm Anthony Collins with your ESPN headline. ESPN's Joe Shad reports that Philip Montgomery will be the Golden Hurricanes' next head coach. For more on this, we're joined by Big 12 reporter Max Olson. Now, Max, we've seen his success as a coordinator. The Bears' offense averaged nearly 50 points a game. Now, how will that success translate as a head coach?
You know, Philip Montgomery is an interesting character. You really don't hear a lot from him during the course of the season at Baylor. Art Briles is always in front, as well as Montgomery's quarterbacks in terms of doing interviews and all that stuff. His former quarterbacks say that Montgomery, that's what he likes. He likes being in the background and just running the machine. And obviously, Baylor has a very impressive machine. The quarterbacks that Montgomery has coached in the past few years, Bryce Petty, Nick Florence, Robert Griffin III, Kevin Cobb, Case Keenum. He's coached some stars, and that's certainly one thing that Tulsa should be excited about, the fact that they'll have a guy who is a true quarterback guru. But I think the thing that is so great about Montgomery, he's been working with Art Briles since the mid-'90s. So they have, I think, 16 years of coaching experience together, and so this is really there's nobody better equipped to bring the Baylor offense to another school than Philip Montgomery. He knows the system from top to bottom, and he's the guy that's been in the background making this thing work. So I think it's very exciting for Tulsa, and I think they should definitely expect some offense.
Now, we've seen Tulsa struggle this season, 2-10 record. Now, what will a Montgomery-style offense do to a team like this?
Baylor is not the offense that most people think it is. They run the ball actually more than they pass the ball, and they always have under Art Briles. So you are going to actually see more balance than most people would expect from what the Bears do. But the thing about Montgomery, he teaches his quarterbacks to make a lot of decisions. And I think that's going to be an exciting thing for Tulsa and where they go offensively. Obviously, you have to have a quarterback that can handle that offense and the complexity of it, but a lot of in-game decisions, a lot of making checks and making your own decisions. And the Baylor offense has always had speed in all areas. So that includes small speed receivers and having those backs that can take it 80 when they're correctly blocked. So I'm sure that he's going to work quickly to address what the Hurricanes need in recruiting. And his experience as a Texas high school football coach will tell you that they're going to be doing a lot more recruiting in Texas. But I think that, in a lot of ways, it'll take some time, I'm sure. But he knows this thing from front to back, and I think that it's not going to be very difficult for Tulsa to start moving the ball a lot easier.
ESPN's Max Olson with the insight. Montgomery would replace Bill Blankenship, who was fired December 1st. Blankenship went 24-27 at Tulsa over 4 seasons. For the latest college football news, keep it right here on ESPN.com.